Hey, welcome to Roasted Neat Tarot. I'm Michael. I'll be your reader for the next 10 minutes or so. I'd like to start by talking about how if the Earth, planet Earth, if you believe that it was created by God or, by divine intervention or something, or even, if you believe that it began as a free place, because if that's true, do you reckon that it's going to end in like total just control and like a total controlled hell, like where everything is controlled? And I don't know, but I believe that that's why some of us are here right now, reincarnated, is to be like alerting to those kind of things, and also to hold a vibration of peace, but also truth. The reason why I was thinking about this is because I was looking up some of my ancestors, like history, like in Europe, because my mother's family is an Irish English family, and just noticed like, of course I kind of half knew, but I didn't know how much like conflict and like bloody conflict and stuff happened, like a lot in the past, like all those wars and stuff in like 1,000 years ago and 2,000 years ago. The tension from those wars and conflicts is still present today, like but it's in just a mismatch, like a mashed up kind of boiling pot of chaos now, and we often turn against one another more than what we would back in the day, where we'd sort of team up. And then do you know what I mean? Because back in those times, when people were in a certain area, like a certain kingdom or tribe, it was the same kind of people with the same kind of ideologies and morals and beliefs. But now it's just everyone from everywhere walking around everywhere. And I don't, we're not really meant to do that. Like, we're meant to be with our own kind in our own area. But because of aeroplanes and computers and stuff, now everyone's everywhere now, and it's kind of subconsciously confusing and frustrating. That's where modern day racism comes from, is that sort of problem. But if we can just imagine, if everyone else is just another you, just another self, and they have 2 eyes, a brain, and limbs, and heart, and lungs, and body parts, and a body just like you. But I don't know. If you can just see them as another you, then you can see where they're coming from. But we all have dreams and aspirations, I guess. But I don't really want to go into how some people, are not as interesting as other people. But if you consider yourself someone special, then do something special. But if you just want to blend in and be normal, then you're going to have to hide your real feelings your whole life. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I just wanted to apologize for the previous video where I had the heavy metal music playing in the background, because apparently it wasn't a good idea. But I don't know, just different kinds of music pump me up and get me excited. But I'll just have peaceful sounds in the background. I don't want to disturb people. But that I want to bring peace and love and wisdom and knowledge. That's why I can't accuse people too much on this channel. Like, I've noticed a lot of other tarot reading channels are like, oh, so and so is doing this behind your back and saying this and that. But like, that's kind of dangerous. Like, imagine like how many, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool to know that kind of thing, but it gets too negative for me after a while. And the way I learned tarot is not to accuse people too much. I say too much because I have done it before, but I don't like to do it, and I've been taught not to do it. So I'm more about self-development and personal spiritual growth, not so much gossip and stuff like that. So yeah, you're gonna have to withdraw a bit. Just withdraw. Be a hermit for a while, and just look within, and you will find the inspiration and balance within once you just turn inward, and maybe don't go out as much as you used to go out. Just it's time. There's a time and place for everything, and at the moment, it's time for reflection, time for thinking, for inner searching. Soul searching, and you will find a balance and inspiration. And the angels are talking to you through your dreams and within you and your soul. So they're trying to get your attention with repetitive messages, and I reckon you should slow down and listen to those messages, because even though it might be something you want to ignore, it is really like the universe is your friend if you will befriend it. So whatever this spiritual pulling to make you listen, it's your friend. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't want to talk about demons, but some people have like demonic sounding voices that they hear. It's really a dark side of yourself trying to come through, because as humans we try to be perfect all the time, and that's where we have shadow selves, because we're trying to perform and be perfect and fit in with society all the time. We all have hidden demons that pop up from time to time. As don't listen to anything that tells you to hurt anyone, but just you might have to take some medication or some time out, but just hang in there if you're experiencing that shit. It goes away after a while. It balances itself out. But yeah, sorry if you're going through that right now, because I have been through those kind of things before, and I know they're very frightening and scary and frustrating. But just listen. Don't act, just listen. Because miracles can occur, and the miracle is within you. It's like everything that grows in nature, within its DNA, has everything that it requires. Like, I don't know, like the seeds are within you, and it's up to you to plant those seeds. But you've got something within you that's really special and worth listening to, and important at the moment. Excuse me. What should I do? I might pull some more tarot and see how we can learn about this inner searching and this inspiration. Because as they say, the temple of God is within you. God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. So I reckon, like, if you're worried about sort of good and evil and the devil and God and all that stuff, just try and balance it all out. Like, it's there for a reason. It's not there for like taking sides, because as soon as you start to take sides, that's when you get yourself into wars and battles that you really aren't prepared for. Be neutral. It's up to you what you want to do, but just even if you just stay out of the way, as they say, stay out of the way. Just be your own peaceful, quiet, dreamy, miraculous self, and you will attract people that do the same thing, and that's when you'll meet people, because instead of like trying to hide it or like not listening to the voice within, then you start to listen and you get answers. And usually if you have a question, if you just ask that question, and it's usually the first thing that comes to mind is the answer, but then you go, oh, should I, or should I? But really it's the first thing that comes to mind. unless you're really psychotic and scattered like some people, if that makes sense. Like, you got to be sensible about these things. That's what I want to say about voices. Like, if you hear a voice that says something disturbing, just try and be reasonable and logical. You know, like, they're just thoughts. Really, they're just thoughts. You know, it's not necessarily demonic spirits or something. They're really just fucked up thoughts that come to your mind. You know. But they could be trying to teach you something and tell you something. Maybe you need to grow up and be a bit stronger or something, or there's just something you got to relax about, I guess. You know, I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm just trying to help. Yeah, like, maybe you can relate to that. You know, you've always been just trying to help, and I don't know. It's up to them to listen or not. You know. I'm going to leave it at that. If this message resonated with you in any way, make sure to hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more. Catch you later. Don't fight, just chill. Bye.